Alright, what is up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris and today I am back with another video here. So the Flyers lose 4-1 to the Tampa Bay Lightning. We all knew that this homestand was going to be difficult and the Flyers don't start 1-1 out of 5 games. New Jersey on Saturday. We'll see what happens after that, but not the best game from the Flyers tonight. You get a couple reinforcements. D'Angelo back into the lineup for the Flyers. Same thing with Travis Connecting. They were both game time decisions, as we heard earlier, from President of Hockey Ops and General Manager Chuck Fletcher during the day. Basically saying that, just to, we'll go over it briefly before we do the podcast. Ellis done for the season. Couturier meeting still. JVR meeting with doctors as well. Some more injury updates, stuff like that. Same type of stuff that I guess that we've been hearing. Lines in this one: Tippett, Frost, Konechny, Farabee, Sedlak, Hayes, Lawton, Cates, McEwen, Deloria, Alexinski, Willman. Provorov versus the Linen, Sanheim and D'Angelo, Zamula and Sealer, and Carter was in net for this one. So, it really wasn't a bad first period for the Flyers. In that first period, Tampa had their looks. Tampa had a handful of chances. Hart had a really nice hit with Killorn, and they get a goal from Nick Paul on the power play, where Stamkos hit a crossbar before that. And Tampa had majority of the offensive time, and the Flyers' majority of their chances were one and done. But on those one and done chances, and I went back and I watched this period twice, and watched these specific shifts a few times. 5 or 6 quality chances. Hayes has a breakaway, goes wide on the backhand. Lawton and McEwen have a partial 2-on-1. The pass deflects off a skate. Cates had a shot coming in the left side on a 3v2 where Hayes stopped and found him through the middle of the ice. Vasilevsky had a cross, made a nice save. Konechny had a quick shot off of a rebound that ended up going high, might have deflected as well. And then Konechny set up Frost on the same shift at the side of the net, and Vasilevsky snowed him. Hayes had a quality chance late from the high slot, basically shot it from the logo on like a 3-on-2 kind of rush where the other player, I believe was Farabee, kind of he just kind of stayed low and fed Hayes, who was kind of just hanging out towards the high slot. And then Deloria had a partial breakaway that he shot right and tight on the pad. That's a lot of chances. And at that point, it could have been 1-0, could have been 2-0, could have been 1-1, 2-1, whatever. And then in the second period, you have a shift from 17-11 to 13-12, where all 4 lines, and then Provorov and D'Angelo were stuck out there, Provorov and Risto were stuck out there, and then D'Angelo came on for Ristolainen, or for Provorov, and Ristolainen was stuck out there for like 4 minutes. And this is what I'm talking about: shooting yourself in the foot and forgetting how to play hockey for X amount of period of time. I mean, how many turnovers and plays were just like, and this is from the first period on, where Tampa was just quicker on the stick, had more fight, more grit, more muscle. And look, I get it, it's Tampa Bay, but like, the Flyers just play so, like, underwhelmingly, like, it's incredible how bad they play in their own zone sometimes, and it's not all the time. And this isn't like a discredit of like Tortorella or anything. It's just like some of this stuff was supposed to be fixed, and that's where I get frustrated. Like, you shouldn't have a 4-minute shift where you continuously fail to get the puck out of the zone. And then Hayes, instead of dumping it, tries to make some BS type of pass, sending it backwards to D'Angelo, when Ristolainen's been out there for 4 minutes. And then it finally went out of the zone because Sedlak chopped it, trying to get it deep, and it hits the side pane of glass right at the bench, and they have to whistle that. Like, oh my gosh. And then right after that, Paul scores. Again, it might have been Cole's goal. Maybe it wasn't. I don't really know. Official crediting did go to Paul. Stamkos, 1,000th point. The whole team goes off the bench. I thought that was awesome. I've always liked Stamkos. I think he's been a really good player, a really good shooter. I think I really gained a lot of respect for him after the 2020 bubble. Believe he had a foot injury at the time. I don't remember, but he was hurt for a good amount of that run and came back in game 3, scored the goal. He didn't play much, but he scored on like his first shot. I think his first shot and his only shot. I think of that game. So again, I've always had respect for him, and just this period was just horrible for the Flyers. I mean, you have all Tampa, and since that shift, and Tortorella was right, he mentioned it. Literally, again, just like that mind fart type of thing that I've talked about so many times, where they just forget how to play hockey. Tampa gets a power play, point hit the post, Kucherov to Stamkos, which was through the seam. The one that Stamkos hit the crossbar was through the seam, and then Tampa got another power play later, had another pass through the seam. So the seam pass has been wide open for the Flyers the last handful of games. Penalty kill has not been good. Power play has not been good either. Another one is after Hart kept them in it for time after time again, 3-0. Zamula with a turnover, just a pizza up the middle, and they go down the other way, and Colton's right there to slam dunk on that one. So 3-0, and third period, I thought the Flyers actually had a pretty good response in the third, but again, you keep having that period or that shift or whatever, what have you. It doesn't matter if it's a shift, a goal. Could be 20 seconds, could be 4 minutes like we saw tonight, could be an entire period like we've seen at times. They've literally do nothing, and they don't generate any offense. They had one chance in this period, and it was Konechny shorthanded on the first Tampa power play where he missed the net and he stole the puck. And Konechny in this game was their best forward. And second was Morgan Frost. Like, Frost was very good in this game. He had a couple good setups, a couple really nice plays, a nice setup for D'Angelo in the third on the power play. He had the chance early in the first period. He had a couple nice passes to Konechny. Again, I'm fine with keeping them together. First game, again, you're going up against Tampa Bay. That's part of it too. But I thought Konechny was really good coming back. Just again, it just felt like he didn't even miss a beat. Is what it felt like. He gets the goal. It was a really nice play, and it was good to see Sanheim get an assist on that. Had the goal last game, had an assist and a really nice pass. It was just a good shift in general. It was such a sweet play by D'Angelo to get it over to him. I think if I watched that, I watched it a couple times and it looked like he was just going to send it low, but he just swung it back over to Sanheim and he was just right there for connecting. It was a great shot too. And it's unfortunate because again, if they're not as injured and look like getting injuries, nobody wants to hear that, but they would be better if they had the players. I mean, they have a lot of chances, and their structure is better regardless of them still having bad special teams. They'd actually be able to create more, and again, Tippett, Frost connecting line was pretty good. I didn't really notice Tippett much. He looks really off. His passes, there was 2 plays that I noticed, both on the power play. And the one, it's just a simple type of pass coming out of the zone, going cross ice. I believe it was for Cates, and it was 2 feet in front of him. And then there was another one where he tried to pass it. I think it was Hayes on the far blue line. He was kind of back, going up the other way in the third, and it was behind Hayes on where he would have had to spin and get it on his backhand. There's something wrong with Tippett. I don't know what it is, but he's looked really, really off since the game in Montreal where he had the 2 goals. It just doesn't have that same bite, and it's gonna happen. There's gonna be ups and downs with guys, and it is what it is. So let me know your guys' thoughts below. I'm gonna be doing the podcast, I believe, on Tuesday. I'm gonna confirm that. Tomorrow I'm not gonna be on a mini vacation on the weekend, so I'm not gonna be really able to do the podcast. That's basically what that is. For at least for the weekend. So I'll tweet out the podcast today as you're watching this now, as it's 2:19 in the morning. There we go. Joel Farabee raffle tickets. If you want to purchase one of those, let me know. You can send me a message if it's a YouTube comment, whatever, it doesn't matter. yeah, thanks everybody for watching, and we're on the road to 2K. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed this video. I'll talk to you all again soon.